all of these changes are happening because your body has evolved to either fight the lion or run away from it. This is the total classical fight or flight scenario. So let's say you decide to run away from the lion. You run as fast as you can, you dodge behind trees, he loses your scent or runs into something and you lose him. You get all the way back to your village. You are relieved, you see your family, you hug them, the village is so happy you made it there, and you have this moment where you come down from that response and you realize you're safe again, and your body goes back to where it normally is, as far as still paying attention to your digestive functions, your reproductive functions, immune system, all of that. But what if there is no lion? What if your stressor is just a jerk at the office? This person poses no actual threat to your life, but they're a big pain in the ass. You'll sit across them at the meeting, being nice and polite while they say one jerky thing after another, and they cause that exact same stress response as the lion would have given you. And you sit there with your surging adrenaline, cortisol, glucose in your blood. It's preparing you to leap across the table and strangle this person, but you can't do that because social norms. So the meeting eventually ends. Maybe you can contact a supervisor about this. You can find ways to deal with the actual stressor. But what happens to all of the stress juice in your body, like the actual stuff that you are bathing in that's telling you we've got to do something about this? Basically, your body is waiting for a signal to downregulate, to get back to where it was before. And without having or being able to run, without being able to fight, your body isn't getting that signal. And so it's not that it is constantly continuing to send that, but it isn't dissipating as quickly or completely as it would if you had done something to actually complete the cycle, to either fight or run away. This type of thing, these stressors can happen every single day, and it can lead to chronic stress, and that can lead to a chronic physiologic response, which is abnormal hormones, increased blood pressure, heart rates that are persistently elevated. You can have downregulation in your GI, immune, and reproductive function, and this can lead to actual illness. There are a number of disease models that really are embracing this concept of chronic inflammatory states lead to illness, lead to heart disease, increase your risk of stroke. And it's, even with a medical background, it's hard for me to completely wrap my head around the idea of, yeah, stress can make you sick, but stress being the physiologic response in your body, constantly being upregulated and never getting downregulated, yeah, that totally makes sense why that can make you sick. So in modern society, the world that we live in today, stress will actually kill you faster than the stressor. The guy at the meeting is not the threat to your life, but the repeated exposure to that and not getting that response downregulated is actually something that can be dangerous cumulatively. So how do we deal with this? Well, what do you do when you're being attacked by a lion? You run. What do you do when you're stressed out by the bureaucracy and hassle of living in the 21st century? You could run. Or you could swim, or you could dance around your living room singing your favorite song, or you could take a Zumba class, you could ride your bike, you could do literally anything that is moving your body, elevating your heart rate, changing your breathing pattern, because all of that is your body's signal that you are dealing with the stressor and it is managed. it doesn't know why you are doing these things. It doesn't understand the concept of, oh, I'm doing this because it'll, make my mental health better and I want to run this race. What it is dealing with is, we have this stress response. We are releasing all of these hormones and neurotransmitters to get us into action. And now we are dealing with those. And that is one of the most efficient ways to complete a stress cycle and get your body back into a normal homeostasis.